Have you ever wondered if the chains that bind you are not made of iron, but of thought? What if the weakness you struggle with is not in your body, but in the belief you quietly carry within your heart? And what if the power to rise has been placed inside you all along, waiting only for faith to awaken it? There was a moment when Yogananda turned to his guru and asked with sincere longing, "Is it truly possible? Can our thoughts carry such power that they uproot weaknesses planted deep within us? How much authority do our thoughts really hold over our lives?" When the answer came, it struck him like light breaking through a closed room. Since childhood, his digestion had been weak. His body was thin, fragile, easily worn down. Even small efforts drained him. Long journeys left him aching and exhausted. Many times, he felt less than others because of it. While his college room should have been filled with books and dreams, it held more tonics and strengthening medicines than study notes. He tried remedy after remedy, searching for relief, hoping something would restore his strength. Yet, nothing changed. After he entered the ashram, quiet doubts followed him like a shadow. In the stillness of his thoughts, he would ask himself, "Can I truly walk the path of spiritual discipline with such a frail body?" One day, as he sat silently on the veranda, his guru, Sri Yukteswar Giri, looked at him with eyes that seemed to see beyond flesh and bone. "Mukunda," he said gently, "you look very thin and weak." In that moment, Yogananda realized his teacher had perceived not just his body, but the hidden wound of inferiority within him. With honesty, he replied, "Gurudev, I do not like my sunken eyes or this fragile frame. Since childhood, I have suffered from poor digestion. No medicine has helped me." His guru smiled, not with dismissal, but with compassion. "Mukunda, medicine has its place, but it has limits. The deeper cause of your weakness is not outside you, it is within. You have restricted the flow of your own inner power. You have looked upon yourself and declared, 'I am weak.' You have believed in illness so faithfully that your thoughts themselves have grown weak and self-defeating." Then he spoke words that carried the weight of spiritual law. "If you truly believe, not casually, but with unwavering conviction that you are strong and healthy, if you hold that truth firmly in your mind, you will soon see your body respond. Strength will follow the command of faith." Yogananda, still wrestling with doubt, asked, "Gurudev, can this truly be? Can a thought alone change the course of disease? Can belief heal what has lingered for years?" Yukteswar answered softly, "It is not mere thinking, Mukunda. It is faith joined with inner realization." Then, he shared his own testimony. "There was a time I suffered from typhoid for 2 long months. It left me greatly weakened. After the fever passed, I went to my guru, Lahiri Mahasaya. I told him, 'Gurudev, I have been very ill. I have lost so much weight. I do not even have the strength to meditate properly.' Lahiri Mahasaya looked at him and replied, 'Yukteswar, first you allowed yourself to become ill in your consciousness. Now you declare yourself weak. Do not be troubled. By tomorrow, you shall feel well.' There was no elaborate ritual, no complex remedy, only words spoken with authority. I trusted him completely," Yukteswar continued. "I spent that day holding firmly to the belief that his divine power had restored me. I refused to entertain weakness. And the next morning, I felt energy surge through my entire being. My body felt light, refreshed, alive." He hurried back, overjoyed, and said, "Gurudev, for the first time in weeks." And it is here that the deeper revelation begins to unfold a truth about faith, thought, and the divine power planted within every soul. But to understand what happened next, we must continue. Have you ever noticed how quickly fear can undo a miracle? How a single doubt can reopen a door that faith just closed? And how the very thoughts you whisper in secret can shape the strength of your tomorrow? Yukteswar continued his story. "I felt vitality," he said. "I felt strength flowing through me. I went to my guru and declared with joy, 'You have healed me.'" But Lahiri Mahasaya chuckled gently and replied, "That is good. But who can say what your body will be like tomorrow? Perhaps it may become weak again. Those words, simple as they were, stirred something unexpected. A shadow of fear entered his mind. What if I fall ill again? What if this strength does not last? The thought circled him like a restless wind, and strangely, as if his body were listening the next day, he became so weak he could barely walk. With great effort, he made his way back to Lahiri Mahasaya. "Gurudev," he said, "I am sick again." His guru looked at him calmly. "So," he said, "you have made yourself sick again." "Made myself sick?" Yukteswar asked in confusion. "How can I do such a thing?" The master smiled, not with mockery, but with patient understanding. "You are repeating the same mistake. It is your mind. It is your belief. Yesterday, your faith made you strong. Today, your fear has made you weak. Your thoughts restored you, and your doubts have undone what faith began." Do you see, my friend, how powerful the unseen is? Yukteswar, now awakening to the lesson, asked, "Gurudev, if I now firmly believe that I am healthy, that my weight and strength are restored, will it truly happen?" Lahiri Mahasaya answered with deep seriousness, "The body is manufactured and sustained by the mind. The mind is the creator. The body is its extension. It is formed by it and governed by it. Your present mental state shapes not only your physical form but even your intellect." He continued, "The human mind is a spark of the almighty consciousness of God. When you believe with intensity, not half-heartedly, but with full conviction, your body responds. Your willpower strengthens. Your life force expands." Then he said, "Let me show you how whatever you believe with complete faith comes alive before you." As those words were spoken, Yukteswar felt something shift within him. Though moments before he had been ill and weak, suddenly he experienced a mysterious lightness. Strength surged through him. Even his weight seemed to increase in that very hour. That evening, he walked home slowly but steadily and fell into a deep, peaceful sleep, free from anxiety, free from the burden of illness. The next morning, when his mother saw him, she cried out in alarm, "Why is your body swollen? Do you have edema?" But he knew this was no disease. His body had transformed. It had responded to the authority of belief. Within days, he gained 22 kilograms. Those around him could scarcely believe such a change was possible. After hearing this, Yogananda said, "All my doubts vanished. I fully accepted my guru's words. My illness disappeared. Within 2 weeks, I gained the strength I had long desired. And from that day forward, I never suffered indigestion again." He later wrote of this in Autobiography of a Yogi. Before that day, he had consulted many doctors, yet deep within, he never truly believed he could be healed, and so he was not. But through this lesson, he discovered that the greatest medicine is faith aligned with thought. Now listen carefully. If you constantly entertain distorted or negative thoughts, your face will reflect them, your energy will carry them, your life will echo them. Train your mind as you would train your body. Just as your body absorbs nourishment and releases waste, so must your mind absorb goodness and release distortion. See goodness in every circumstance. Seek light even in difficulty. Let your thoughts become guardians of truth rather than servants of fear. For what you repeatedly dwell upon, you empower. And yet this raises a deeper question. If the mind holds such creative power, how can we consciously cultivate thoughts that heal rather than harm? That is where the next revelation begins. Have you ever paused long enough to notice your own thoughts? Do you realize that before a word is spoken or an action is taken, a thought has already shaped it? And if your thoughts shape your life, who then is guiding them? To walk in the power of thought, you must first become aware of it. Be watchful. As thoughts arise within you, do not let them pass unconsciously like clouds in a storm. See them, recognize them. Only when you are aware of a thought can you choose to nurture it or release it. The destructive thought cannot take root if you do not water it. The empowering thought cannot grow if you ignore it. But such awareness requires a higher level of consciousness.
And how do you rise into that awareness?
Through meditation. When you sit in stillness, you begin to observe your thoughts without judgment, without fear, without reaction. You no longer become every thought you think. Instead, you become the witness. And in that sacred space of observation, freedom begins. As your alertness increases, so does your ability to choose. Without alertness, the mind drifts like a boat without a rudder. But with awareness, you take hold of the helm. Understand this. A distracted mind is a weakened mind. The world pulls at you from every side. External noise, internal cravings, endless desires. Each one fragments your focus and scatters your energy. When the mind is scattered, it cannot hold a powerful thought long enough for it to take form. So you must strengthen your concentration. Hold firmly to one uplifting truth. Repeat it with conviction. I am the master of my mind. Nothing can disturb my inner peace. I am filled with eternal joy and living energy. Do not speak these words casually. Think them repeatedly. Visualize them clearly. Feel them, not only in your mind, but in your body. Let them sink into your being until they no longer feel like words, but reality. Keep your goal vivid before you. See it as already present. This focused remembrance is a form of prayer. It is communion between your will and the divine spark within you. When concentration becomes steady, your mental energy flows in one direction, and when energy flows without division, it gains power. Then, whatever you believe with full faith begins to manifest not by magic, but by alignment between mind, will, and divine consciousness. So guard your thoughts, strengthen your awareness, train your mind as a faithful servant, not a restless master. And if this message has stirred something within you, if you desire to go deeper into the hidden forces of your inner life, I invite you to continue the journey. There is another teaching where Yogananda explains how to awaken the Kundalini energy and unlock deeper spiritual power. No news, no distraction, no fleeting entertainment is more valuable than your inner growth. Choose what nourishes your soul. And until we meet again, walk in faith, guard your thoughts, and remember the kingdom of transformation begins within you.